What if everything you've been told about dressing after 50 was wrong? Picture this: a woman walking down a cobblestone Parisian street. She's 67. She's wearing jeans, a white shirt, and ballet flats. Nothing extraordinary, right? Yet every head turns. There's something magnetic about her presence, something that whispers elegance without shouting for attention. That woman is Inès de la Fressange, and she's cracked a code that most of us spend decades searching for, the secret to looking impossibly chic without trying too hard, without chasing youth, without losing yourself in trends that were never meant for you. Here's what's remarkable. Her style isn't about having more. It's about knowing more, about understanding which rules to follow and which ones to throw out the window after 50. Because let me tell you something, the French don't dress for their age. They dress for their life. And today, I'm handing you the key to that effortless elegance. 7 secrets that will transform not just your wardrobe, but how you show up in the world every single day. Are you ready to steal her secrets? 1. The foundation. Quality over everything. Let's start with the truth that changed everything for me. 1 beautiful piece beats 10 mediocre ones every single time. Inès doesn't shop the way we've been taught to shop. She doesn't hunt for bargains or fill her closet with disposable fashion. She invests. And I know what you're thinking. Invest sounds expensive, but here's the reframe. Expensive is replacing that cheap sweater 3 times a year. Expensive is a closet full of clothes that make you feel ordinary. Quality is the foundation of French chic. It's the weight of real cashmere against your skin, the way a well-constructed blazer holds its shape year after year, the difference between leather that develops character and plastic that just deteriorates. When Inès chooses a white shirt, she's not grabbing whatever's on sale. She's feeling the cotton, checking the stitching, ensuring it will wash beautifully and wear even better. This shift in thinking changes everything. Suddenly, you're not a consumer, you're a curator. You're building a collection, not accumulating clutter. And here's the beautiful part. Quality announces itself quietly. People can't always name what looks different about you, but they notice. They absolutely notice. 2. The uniform approach. Your signature look. Now let me share something that might feel counterintuitive. Inès wears basically the same thing every day, and it's brilliant. She's not standing in front of her closet each morning in a panic, pulling things out, trying on 6 different outfits. She knows her formula: well-fitted jeans in dark denim, a crisp white shirt, or striped mariniere, a perfectly tailored blazer, simple flats, or low heels. This is her uniform, her signature, her visual identity. And before you think this sounds boring, understand what it actually creates: freedom. When you know what works, when you've identified your signature style, getting dressed becomes joyful instead of stressful. You're not asking, what should I wear? You're simply reaching for the things that make you feel like yourself, elevated. Think about it. Steve Jobs had his black turtleneck. Anna Wintour has her page boy and Prada. Inès has her Parisian uniform. These aren't limitations. They're liberation. After 50, you've earned the right to stop experimenting and start owning your aesthetic. Your uniform becomes your armor, your confidence, your way of saying, this is who I am, consistently and unapologetically. 3. The art of effortless doesn't mean careless. Here's where we need to talk about the beautiful lie of effortless style. When Inès looks casually elegant, understand this. There's nothing casual about it. She's made deliberate choices about proportion, fit, and balance. That seemingly simple outfit, it's been edited, refined, perfected. The effortlessness you see is the result of effort you don't see. This is the French paradox. They make it look easy because they've done the hard work behind the scenes. Inès knows exactly which jeans elongate her legs. She understands that tucking in her shirt, just slightly, with a bit of slouch, creates better proportion than leaving it untucked. She's learned that rolling her sleeves to a specific point on her forearm looks infinitely better than pushing them up haphazardly. The magic is in the details you almost can't see. A collar worn up instead of down. A blazer pushed up at the sleeves for ease. The perfectly imperfect hair that actually took time to achieve. This is what separates looking thrown together from looking pulled together. And after 50, this distinction becomes your superpower. Because you have the wisdom now to know what truly works. 4. Embrace your real body now. Let's pause here because this matters more than anything. Inès de la Fressange dresses the body she has today, not the body she had at 30. And there's profound power in that acceptance. She's not hiding behind oversized clothes or squeezing into sizes that don't serve her. She knows her proportions intimately. She understands that certain cuts flatter her frame while others don't. And she chooses accordingly, without apology, without shame. This is your invitation to do the same. To stop fighting your body and start honoring it. To understand that fit is everything, not the number on the tag, but how the garment actually sits on your unique frame. Maybe you've discovered that a slightly longer blazer creates a beautiful line. Maybe you've realized that showing your ankles makes your legs look longer. Maybe you've learned that certain necklines draw attention to your face in the most flattering way. This knowledge is earned. You didn't have it at 25, but you have it now. After 50, you know your body's language. You know what makes you feel confident versus what makes you feel self-conscious. That wisdom is worth more than fitting into any arbitrary size. Inès proves that the most elegant thing you can wear is clothes that actually fit you beautifully right now. 5. The color code. Sophisticated neutrals with purpose. Walk into Inés's closet and you won't find chaos. You'll find a carefully curated palette that speaks one elegant language. Sophisticated neutrals. Navy, white, black, camel, gray, occasionally burgundy or leopard print for punctuation. This isn't about playing it safe or being boring. This is strategic brilliance. Because when your wardrobe lives within a cohesive color story, everything works together. You can get dressed in the dark and still look pulled together. Every piece becomes a building block, not an isolated item. But here's what makes this approach transformative after 50. Neutral colors don't compete with you. They frame you. They let your face, your smile, your energy be the star of the show. And practically speaking, they're incredibly forgiving. They don't wash you out the way harsh colors might. They don't date themselves, and they photograph beautifully in any light. Yet Inés's neutrals are never flat. She plays with texture, chunky knits against smooth silk, matte cotton with glossy leather. She mixes shades within the same family for depth. And when she introduces color, it's intentional and striking. A red lip, a silk scarf with a pop of coral. These moments shine because they're not competing with a rainbow of other colors. 6. The details that elevate everything. Now we arrive at the secret ingredient that transforms an outfit from good to unforgettable. The details. Inès understands that true style lives in the finishing touches. It's the leather belt that defines your waist and creates shape where an outfit might otherwise look boxy. It's the silk scarf, tied loosely, never fussily, that adds softness and sophistication. It's the simple gold jewelry that catches light without demanding attention. It's the structured handbag that pulls the entire look together. These aren't afterthoughts. They're essentials. And here's what I need you to hear. Details don't require wealth, they require attention. A well-maintained bag in quality leather outshines a new designer one in cheap materials every time. Shoes that are clean and polished elevate even jeans and a t-shirt. Simple, real jewelry beats trendy costume pieces always. But Inès also knows when to stop. She never over-accessories. She follows the French principle of editing. Put on all your accessories, then remove one before leaving the house. Maybe it's delicate hoops and a watch. Maybe it's a scarf and nothing else. The restraint is what makes each piece matter. After 50, you have the confidence to know that more isn't better. Better is better. Number 7, confidence is the ultimate accessory. And now, the final secret, the one that makes everything else work. Inès de la Fressange wears her confidence like a second skin. She doesn't apologize for her age or her choices. She doesn't dress like she's trying to be younger or different or anything other than exactly who she is. She walks through the world with certainty, and that certainty transforms every single thing she puts on her body. Because here's the truth, you can have the perfect outfit, but without confidence, it falls flat. This is what I want for you. Not just the wardrobe strategies or the quality pieces, though those absolutely matter. What I want is for you to claim your style with absolute conviction, to understand that at 50, 60, 67, and beyond, you have earned the right to take up space, to be visible, to be elegant on your own terms. Confidence isn't something you wait around to feel. It's something you practice, deliberately, daily. You practice it when you choose clothes that honor your body. You practice it when you invest in quality over quantity. You practice it when you walk out the door with your shoulders back and your head high. You practice it every time you refuse to dim yourself to make others comfortable. Inès de la Fressange proves that style after 50 isn't about reclaiming youth. It's about claiming yourself fully, beautifully, unapologetically. And that's available to you right now.